Hey guys, Hayley from Low Carb Central. Today we're going to be making the LC Foods bread stuffing mix. It's around Thanksgiving in America and I'm doing a bit of a Thanksgiving dinner. I've got a chicken in the oven instead of turkey and I'm using, I've got some cranberry sauce on cooking at the moment after a big search for cranberries. So what we're going to do first of all is add this entire packet of bread stuffing mix to a bowl. Then we're going to add in 1/4 cup of coconut oil, 1/4 cup of melted butter, and 4 eggs that I've already beaten up. So this is to make our bread, which we then put in the oven, get it out, cut it into cubes, and then leave it to dry, and then we put it into some broth, mash it all up, and we've got a bread stuffing, so it'll be great to see what it's like. Alrighty, once it's all mixed in, it looks a little bit like scrambled eggs before I cook them. Now I'm going to put this into my bread pan. I've already pre-sprayed my bread pan. I'm going to pop that in there. Okay, now that's going to go into our oven at 200 degrees for 32 to 34 minutes. So I'll pop that in and sort of check it after about 30 minutes because we tend to cook things a bit quicker here. Okay, our bread's just come out of the oven. So now what we're going to do is turn it out and cut it up. So we're going to cut this into slabs basically, and it goes back in the oven then. It smells fantastic. So we're going to cut this into slabs, pop it back into the oven for it to continue to dry. Currently it looks a little bit like the LC pan bread, which is a non-yeast bread. It's an egg rise bread, which is quite nice. We haven't got it yet, but I've tried it once. Just going to cut a little bit of this off to try. See what it tastes like. Okay, so now we've got our slabs ready to go. These would make great garlic bread or croutons once it's dried out. I'm going to pop it back into the oven and it'll dry out a bit for the next half an hour. Alright, our bread's out of the oven, where it's been sitting to cool and dry. So we're just going to cut that up now into chunks. So there's all my bread chopped up and ready to go. I'm going to set that aside for a minute. What I've been doing in the meantime is sauteing some onion and celery in butter, and now I'm actually going to add some macadamia nuts, which is an alternative step. So now we've got macadamia, celery, butter and onions in there. I'm just going to let that saute for a couple of minutes. Okay, that's had a couple of minutes. Now what we're going to do is add our chicken stock. And we're going to bring that to the boil. So once that's boiled, we're going to add it, take it off the heat and add it to our breadcrumbs and stir and make sure that all of our breadcrumbs are coated. Pour some around the edges. Tastes great already. Wow. And now we're just going to set this aside for 20 minutes and let it set and soak up. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes, so we're going to undo this. Ah, it smells so good. Just give it a bit of a stir around. And then you basically mash it up into whatever size you like, but I really like it this size. It's not too mushy, it's really good. You can obviously put it right up and mash it right up and put it inside a bird if you want to. However, I'm just going to serve mine with our chicken that we've got here. And I'm actually going to add sausage to the rest of it, which is one of the possibilities to do, and I think it'll be really nice. So I've cooked up and cut up some sausage. Mix that in, I think it'll be great tomorrow. So I think our LC Foods bread stuffing is a complete success.